fear factor project for you. I'm going to go ahead and look at this example here, and we see this dentist and this whole graphic scene here. What we want to do is recreate that, but we're going to have to, or recreate our own fear factor, but we're going to have to understand how to use the camera on the computer. I'm sure some of y'all know how to use your camera phones, and I'm welcoming you to do that. You can, take your Apple phone and take pictures, and then hit Command F, turn on your AirDrop, and just make sure that the little down at the bottom it says you just click allow to be seen by everyone. You should see your iPhone and you can send pictures that way. If you have any trouble with that, ask a partner in the classroom to help you. For those that don't have iPhones and just want to be able to take pictures from their computer, you just click up here in the upper right corner on the magnifying glass and you type in photo booth. Let's do that real quick, and it's going to populate in just a second. Photo booth. There it is. And double click on photo booth, and it will pop open here. Give it a little second. Just pause this video while it does. Okay. So here's some pictures that I've taken in the past. I'm going to go ahead and turn the camera on. There it is right there. So you see me, and I can do an array of things. Like I can step back, like you can see in this picture. I like stood back and I had the picture, and then I'm going to put myself into a phrase or a situation. Like so with this, like say for instance, we come back to the camera. Here we are. Okay, I could like move back like this, or turn my back and have my partner take a picture, and then I could put myself against like a wall, or you could do something like this, or it's whatever you want to do. So let's go ahead and use this as an example, this picture of me. I'm going to click after I take the picture and drag right into Photoshop. And this will probably be one of the first times or the second times y'all even used Photoshop, so don't freak out. The first thing you're going to do is click the little the little lock here to unlock it. And what I want to do is grab my eraser tool, and I want to start erasing the background. And I'm just going to press my right square bracket and start just erasing the background. And I can Command plus to zoom in, and I'm go ahead and start erasing. There's somebody out there in the background right there. Delete all that, and Command minus to zoom out. And all I want to do is essentially get myself and just me. And you got to be careful too. You don't want to be ham-fisted here. So you want to make your brush smaller. You really just kind of work in the details there. You might even want to double click on your brush tool. Make sure the hardness is up all the way. You don't want a soft brush on this. You want to get those good edges. And so you're just going to kind of just clean up just right around the edges. Okay? And so so I'm going to pause the video and go ahead and just kind of erase the background and come back to you in here in a second. Okay, and we're back. And we're back. Here's my photo. I have done a little bit to it, and you can see there it is right there. It's not a great job, but it does the job for right now. I could do a couple of things. Right now, I'm in this pose. I don't know why I was in this pose, what I could possibly do with it. Maybe I could probably put me on a window ledge. So what I've gone and did is found an image of a window ledge online. When you find pictures of building ledges, don't just copy and paste this one. Click on view image because you want to get the biggest one possible, and then control click on it and say copy image. I'm going to go back to Photoshop real quick. I'm going to hit Command V to paste, say OK. Sure enough, it goes right on top of me, and the reason it's going right on top of me is because that layer is on top. So if I click and drag that layer to the underneath me, you can see that now I am in fact on the ledge. Okay, maybe maybe I want to size me up. I can click back on my layer, hit Command T, hold down Shift and Option, and size me so I feel like I'm falling. Maybe I turn myself a little bit sideways, and maybe I'm falling off the ledge. Okay, so I know that maybe I need to click back on my original layer, the background layer, hit Command T, hold down Shift and Option, click and drag out, and I'll just do that right there and hit Return. Now, how do I can move me around? See, there's my layer, and I can see there's a little bit of dirt right there. Just remember that everything in Photoshop is affected by layers. Like over here, if you don't see your layer panel, you just go to Window and do that workplace and then change one of these to motion or something, I'm sure as chicken, it's going to show up with your layers panel. I'm going to go back in workplace and just do regular photography one. This one right here. Yeah, so here's my layer. I could use my eraser tool, but the real pros, they use things called masks. So if you click down here, you'll see something called a mask, and I'm on my layer. So what I'm going to do is just click down on this little mask button, and what I'm going to do is paint in black. And as I paint in black, I should disappear, but I'm not really disappearing. See, I can disable this mask by control click on it and see that I haven't destroyed my image. So I'm going to control click back on it and say enable mask. And now with the move tool, I'm going to kind of position me like I'm falling off the ledge, or maybe I position me all the way down here and there's a giant spider or something coming to attack me. I don't know what it is or whatever is going to, be the thing you're afraid of. Maybe it's a spiders, or maybe it's a ledge, but you can do an array of things. I'm just going to keep on clicking with this tool and just kind of, yep, there I am, kind of like hanging off the ledge. I can even put myself right here and just kind of erase. And so you get the idea. And so what you're going to have to do is put a couple of photographs, a couple of images of yourself in here. I mean, you can do scary clowns. I mean, there's tons, but you're going to Google, what you're going to search for when you do this is like scenes. So scary scene type JPEG, and then you click images, and of course you're going to click search tools, and then size, because you want big ones, large. And just like I showed you in the past, you're not going to click this one right here. You're going to click the view image, and then this gets a really good high res. I mean, look at that. It's crystal clear. Control click on that copy image. Let's go back to Photoshop. There I am hanging off a ledge, but what if I turn that off for a second and I disable my layer mask? So I'm back, here I am, and we hit Command V. It's going to and paste that background. Well, it's too big, so I'm going to hit Command minus real quick, and you see there it is. I'm going to hit Command T, hold down Shift, and drag that into place. Now hit return. That sets it into place. I'm going to pull it below my layer here, and I can see that now I can move myself. Now if I want to transform myself, Command T again, rotate, place where you want to. You can do even cooler things with this. I know some of y'all have used Photoshop before. You can add effects to it, like maybe a drop shadow. Okay, maybe I want to like make it look like I'm kind of like being hidden. So I change the direction of my drop shadow to kind of come behind me and multiply, maybe turn that on normal. These are just like tons of little things you can do in here. The possibilities are truly endless. And I move that I move me, and then I move around. So you get the idea. You can even, I believe, you can do color effects. So you can do like color overlay if you want to make yourself kind of look like a zombie or something. I'm going to change the opacity. See, look, I'm red now. What if I wanted to be like an alien person? See, green or yellow. Possibility, yeah. So there's that. And you can turn your filters on and off right here. Got it? So what you're going to do is cut out, place your layers on top. You can add some effects towards the end. You can even get some cool fonts going on in here. Like I can type in fear factor in some weird way. You'll get the idea of it. It's pretty select. I'm going to type in fear factor just to play around real quick. So there's fear factor. And I even hit Command A, make that big right there, fear. And let's find a really scary font. I think I have a Halloween font on here. Halloween. No? Okay. Let's just go to that. That's pretty scary. It'd be even scarier if I could type correctly. FAC. Yeah, you get the idea. All right, I digress. Signing off. Go ahead and have fun with this. You have 2 days to work on this project. Signing off.